Oh, holy cow. I didn't realize I wrote 2.5 pages. No wonder my arm was sore.
Oh, you might want to move the candy wrappers.
No, you were hiding them?
Yes.
Alright, everyone, I'm Genesis.
I'm Junebug.
And this is...
Let's see how this goes.
So last year,
Year before.
Because
we got married in that.
Oh, right. Yeah, we try to do something spooky related every time we recorded for the month of October. Mm. Well, back in that sort of spirit, we wanted to talk about superstitions that people have. So basically, for people who don't partake in said superstition, it's basically like, it's considered irrational or just weird.
It's like commonplace OCD.
Yeah, there is some overlap between people who are obsessive compulsive and people who are superstitious. Like, I need to open and close the door 5 times. Like, that's obsessive compulsive, but there's usually like a religious or supernatural element to these.
So should we say the superstitions we've heard of? I don't know if I believe any.
I am not a superstitious person either. I have heard of almost all of these.
I've heard of the usual, don't walk under a ladder, black cats.
I've got 10 on this list here, and then I'll mention a couple that I've heard of recently. There was a morning talk show, a radio show that covered some of these, and I thought just wild. Like, I could not believe, and I'm sure there's so many more superstitions out there.
Oh, but, I guess there was a big, should we say, one that we sort of believe in?
Sure, go ahead.
Every year, when we'd go up northport, we would leave daddy long legs alone. They're the ones with the big circle of body and the long leggies, in case no one knows what a daddy long leg is.
Like the ones that you would find in your cabin you would leave alone? Or like...
Outside too.
Okay.
Well, if they're in the cabin, we'd bring them outside. Because if you killed a daddy long leg, it said it's going to rain the next day.
Oh.
And we didn't want that when we spent a lot of the time outside and swimming.
Yeah. I have heard of that one too.
So we left daddy long legs alone.
And I would like to know if that superstition is outside of Michigan, because as a kid I've heard that too, like, don't kill daddy long legs or it's going to rain the next day. Like, if that's just like a Midwest thing, or if you've heard that like East or West Coast or in another country. The first superstition I'd like to talk about is that Friday the 13th is bad luck.
I've heard that, yes.
Okay. I have heard that the number 13 is just seen as bad luck. It's feared by a lot of places, and that there are buildings. Yeah, there are buildings that don't have a 13th floor, and this article also mentioned that there are some flights without a 13th row because of how bad luck it's considered.
Which is crazy to me.
Do you have any idea like where it originates from?
Is it the Friday the 13th movies?
No.
Oh, okay. That's all I got.
That probably is what kind of was the culmination of like this superstition.
Oh.
Well, Judas was known as the 13th apostle.
Oh.
And then supposedly Jesus was crucified on a Friday. So therefore Friday the 13th is double bad luck.
That's a bad Friday.
It is.
But also 13th is a odd number.
It's also a prime number.
I just like even numbers as a personal preference.
Oh. I mean, I like prime numbers. I think they're unique. Okay, this second superstition was something I knew that one of my grandmothers believed in. An itchy palm is good luck.
I heard it brings money.
So in one iteration of the superstition, if your left palm is itchy, that means money's coming in. Your right palm, if that's itchy, that means you will meet somebody new, preferably like a love interest.
Oh.
In another iteration, it means that if your right palm is itchy, money is coming in, and if your left palm is itchy, money is coming out. But according to the superstition, if your palm is itchy, you don't itch it. Otherwise, you gotta do something like put your thumb between your pointer and your middle finger for 5 seconds. Like, superstitions are just in general, I guess, unique, you could say. So in order for the superstition to come true, you just don't itch your palm if it's itchy. Which,
explains why you got no extra money coming in.
Yeah, right. So number 3, walking under a ladder is bad luck.
Actually, it's just not safe.
That's why I'd say most common people nowadays avoid ladders.
Especially if someone's on them. They're probably like, out of all the places to walk, you walked under my ladder I'm on.
Well, even if there's nobody like on it, I still wouldn't walk underneath it because there's no reason to walk underneath a ladder. It's not that I'm superstitious. It's, you know, there is a chance that it could fall. Unless I see it anchored to something, then just avoid it. Now, the origin of this is a little vague. It says the shape, with a ladder leaning against something, or if it's a big ladder standing up, the shape forms a triangle. And
Illuminati.
In some mythologies, a triangle signifies life. So by walking through a triangle, you are tempting fate.
Well,
That's a bit of a stretch.
I was going to say, if it's a wobbly ladder, you might be...
Yeah, depending on what's on top.
So not the Illuminati?
Some mythologies, maybe the Illuminati is a mythology. Now they're going to come get us. Okay, number 4. Breaking a mirror is 7 years bad luck.
I have heard of that. I forgot.
So the reason it's 7 years, because I've thought that's such a specific number. Why 7? It takes 7 years for your body to replace all your cells in your body. So it's essentially you are a new you, like completely after 7 years, so to speak. It's also like further back. Mirrors are said to reflect your soul, and by breaking a mirror, you're hurting your soul.
I've also heard, that if a mirror isn't covered when someone dies, their spirit gets trapped in the mirror.
I have heard that one too. That's an interesting superstition.
So why, you just set great-grandma free.
Yeah, I imagine mirrors have been a bit of a hot topic throughout the thousands of years that we humans have been wandering around. So this one I have heard of, and I still don't understand. It doesn't give an origin of it. Finding a horseshoe is good luck.
Oh yeah, it is. And a 4-leaf clover.
Yes. 4-leaf clovers are rare, so I get that. But so it's supposedly better luck if the open end of the horseshoe is facing you, and it used to be commonplace for people to hang horseshoes above the entryway to their house, because the horseshoe fills with good luck for the residents of the house.
A lot of Western-style homes will still have that, or above the barn.
Yep. Now, I could not tell you why a horseshoe brings good luck. It's just, it is.
Back to the point where you said 4-leaf clovers are rare. How often are you finding horseshoes out in the wild?
Maybe if you go up to Mackinac, it'd be a little more common. But I imagine they also dispose of the used horseshoes, too. Or maybe they reuse them for the younger horses? I don't know.
Earrings. It'd be so heavy.
A bracelet.
Clank.
Number 6. Opening an umbrella inside is bad luck.
I've also heard of that.
Yep.
Also kind of rude.
Yeah, well...
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's because when you open an umbrella inside, since your stuff is inside, you have a chance of breaking something or knocking something down. That may be where it stems from.
We're getting it damp.
So, because an umbrella also blocks the sun's rays, which makes the umbrella seem magical, it could upset the sun god. That's what this article said.
So, it's probably not Christian-based.
No. Say they didn't reference who believes in this sun god, or...
I'm guessing not many people right now, but I could be wrong.
I don't know if pagans have a sun god. I assume they did, but also maybe the ancient...
Incas or the Aztecs.
Or the Mayans. Yeah. All those from Central and South America.
Or Egypt.
Or Egypt, yeah.
Thank God for everything.
All right. Number 7. Knock twice on wood to reverse bad luck.
I do that.
Yeah?
We do that. We knock on wood.
Oh, yeah. I guess I do. I never thought about that. Because whenever, I'd say something, I knock on wood and I hit my head twice.
I don't do it to reverse something already bad.
No, I guess I do it to prevent something bad from happening. So I guess there is one superstition that we do follow. Oh. It used to be believed that gods lived in trees, and you would knock on wood once to ask a favor, and then you would knock on wood a second time to say thank you. So, knock, knock.
That's cute.
Number 8. Tossing spilled salt over your left shoulder is good luck. I did hear about this.
I didn't know what it meant, but I know some people do it, usually older women I've seen.
Mm-hmm. So, salt used to be very valued. Mm-hmm. And it was valued, one, because we just need salt to survive as a species, but salt was also believed that it could purify the soul and ward off spirits. Now, it's believed that if you spill salt and you toss it over your shoulder, you are warding off evil spirits.
Imagine a ghost is behind you about to get you and you throw some salt and they're like, ah!
Maybe that's how that's supposed to go. All right, here's your black cats are bad luck.
That's why we got an orange one, and she was free.
You have an idea why black cats are bad luck?
Is it to do with the bubonic plague?
That's about the time period that it became prominent, yes.
I don't know. What does a cat look at someone wrong and they're like, they did it?
Black cats were thought to be companions of witches.
My next guess was something about witches.
Yep. And in this article, I have no way to back this up. This could be complete BS. I have no way of knowing for sure. But it stated that both Hitler and Napoleon Bonaparte were afraid of black cats.
I could see Napoleon being scared of a black cat.
And number 10, saying God bless you brings good luck.
Oh, because they thought your soul was leaving your body.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. We say God bless you nowadays more it's because it's polite, but you know, back in the day,
people mainly say just bless you now.
That's true.
Some people still say the God bless you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess when somebody says that, just say bless you. Yeah, back in the day, it was thought your soul was leaving your body, so saying bless you or God bless you would keep your soul from escaping. Now, another superstition that they addressed on the radio show was something called splitting the pole, whereas if me and my wife were walking hand in hand down the road, or down the sidewalk, and there's a telephone pole or a post or something in the way that it's bad luck or something of that sort if we, let go and we would go on opposite sides of the post. For whatever reason, you're supposed to go on the same side. It's bad luck to go on opposite sides, splitting the post.
We always go opposite to make it even.
Yeah, I thought that
Unless someone's coming. That'd be rude then.
Yeah.
Move.
I've never heard that before. I don't know anybody that's ever followed
Wasn't there
that.
something about a banana on a boat?
Apparently, it's incredibly bad luck to have a banana on any boat at all.
Does that stem from Gilligan's Island? Did they have bananas on their boat?
No idea. Like fishing boats, charter boats.
Don't even get me started on pontoons.
Yeah, just no bananas on any boats. I don't get that
What
one
about the
either.
little swan once? That you
Oh yeah, pedal boats. Like no bananas on them boats. If anybody knows the origin or why it's bad luck to have a banana on a boat, I would love to hear it because I don't get that one in any.
Wait a minute. There's a brand of sunscreen called Banana Boat.
I know. I thought that was mildly ironic when I heard that then. Well, those are some superstitions that we covered. If you have any more, I do want to learn about these, so please leave a comment because I would love to read about superstitions. All right, well, we'll see you next week, guys.
Bye-bye.